Welcome to another episode. You are watching I Am Ready for Love with Kanissa and Jerome.
Yup, and today we have a special guest. Special guest.
Ure.
Alright, so Lisana is in the house. And she has some question that she wants to ask us. As I said, guess what?
And we have questions that we want to ask her.
Yeah.
But, you know.
She start asking question already, so we'll just stop her and say, guess what? We could just record what we want to ask you. I will try to best to answer them.
Alright.
Yeah. So,
Go ahead.
remember to like the channel, guys. Subscribe rather. Like this video here. Drop a like down below. Leave your comments down there. We want to hear from you. Alright? So when I hand over to the host for today, we are the guests. Alright? This one is over to you.
Alright.
She's shy. I want to feel that man. She's so alright.
Alright, so I just have a few questions that I would like to ask this young couple. About some barriers in intimacy that they have experienced before they're married and now whilst they're a couple.
So, what kind of barriers? Like, more specific. Like communication barriers.
Yes,
and
communication barriers, that's one.
So with communication, I don't think we had many. Only besides the fact that I am not an easy communicator. I communicate when I need to, but when it comes to like deep things inside, it's harder for me. Kinda let it out unless you're really that a place that you feel like you can't feel comfortable. Even more just hard on his sleeve kind of thing. What kind of barrier you think we did have?
Probably the same communication thing in a sense, because it was a challenge sometimes to really understand you, because even if you ask Kanisa a question sometimes she know detail in saying, so, okay, this is the thing, you have to appear one answer. Yeah. So you have to say like, what do you mean?
You have to ask me specific questions to get specific answers.
And in the beginning, you look a bit annoying in a sense. Come and say like, maybe I dig up to get the answer. You understand what I mean? And sometimes I had to really depend on her facial expression to say certain things, and then after she talks. So just getting the answer that you wanted was a challenge. We should have barrier with this.
So were you guys comfortable with each other as it relates to the at one point you guys were not living together? The fact that you guys are a union now, how do you guys handle that? I am assuming that there would have been some sort of barrier.
Right. In that sense, I don't even know if I would want to term it as a barrier, but I think not living together and then coming together, there were some things that I really had to learn about each other. I think one of which we would have intern in some video that we would have done some time ago about even our sleeping pattern and sleeping time. Because not to say I'm the most early bird, I'm not the earliest of the birds, but I normally get up early, but I'm earlier than most. Kanisa is the kind of person who will probably sleep later than I. So that was a little barrier to say, okay, then when I usually wake up too. You understand? Because you always wake. You understand?
Yeah, the host.
And then eventually we learn to, guess what, we have to really understand each other, not because you up already means that the other party must be up and ready. Understand? There are times when we have to really get up early together, but if it's not necessary, then allow her to sleep. Sleeping time was the same thing. So me sleep earlier, she sleep later. And then sometimes if you like to go on a bedtime, we need to go to bed together.
And you want to lock off light and all kind of stuff. I'm not ready to sleep, sir.
Yeah. So that was in the beginning, but as we went along, in the first couple of weeks, I really like learned each other. We basically compromise, and I think now we don't have a problem with that. Like,
The next thing is, as it relates to like things in our past, if we did reveal it to each other.
yeah.
Like, was it easy to express certain secrets or intimate details about each other? Was it a burden or was it
I think it wasn't a burden. For me, it wasn't a burden. I
When you
think,
see you, just sit on yourself.
yeah, before I got married and everything, we talked about it. I tell her I think she perhaps know most about me than anybody else now. I would have shared everything to her because to me, this is my philosophy. You're human beings and make mistakes. You do things that you perhaps wouldn't even you're not proud of. But guess what? Things happen, life happen. But at the end of the day, you should be more focused and more enthused about where you're going. So I exposed those things to her. Okay, I wasn't perfect. I made some mistakes. I did this and this happened to me. Whatever. This is me. It's up to you now to determine if you are willing to work with this. You understand? So it wasn't a burden for me. I think I shared it with her. And yes, she know. So even though you think that, boy, I wonder if she know about it, yes, she know.
Me, it took a little bit more time to open up certain parts of myself. I'm like an onion. You get one layer, you might not look if you get to the center of me. I think at the point where we are now, if you're not at the center, you're pretty close. Because I've taken off different layers. In the beginning, it's like if me don't know you, me will go around you. But once me consider you like part of me, maybe just talk. Maybe just talk. I know nothing, me not have nothing to hide. And at the same time, you can't expect say everything will come out. So and like as you start dating, you have to go just vomit out everything that happened in your past. As you go along, certain things will come out and the necessary things will come out.
Yeah, and that's a key thing. Necessary things, though that can be a relative term to say the necessary things will come out. I think certain things, if you feel like it's not worthwhile, like it will probably damage you or unnecessary, like sometimes I did something in the childhood and I really like. You get what I mean? And I really in a sense that I'm not saying you have to go take up your whole life scroll and read it out.
A medicine or
Yeah,
something.
man, and one day in 1992, we do this and then, yeah, that's not necessary. That's like what I think is really relevant and necessary to the relationship now. We know so bother you.
You will find that difficult, like if you're going to start dating somebody, you feel like you're happy. Tell them certain things.
The relevant things. I feel like
Like you have to tell them.
not necessarily have to, but after I get to know the person get to know me on a different level, then I think that I can, share certain aspects of
So
it.
as you go along.
Yeah, as I go along. But the necessary things that probably, you would hear from persons
Like what? So that's what it is that talk or something.
or something like, so for instance, I used to do something in the past and just stop doing it. Maybe I probably want to tell you before other persons say, so that girl did this or that.
So how
or
long
so forth.
into the relationship? Is it like the first 3 months or further down?
I believe probably the first 3 months.
Certain things you not get out of me in the first 3 months.
Probably the first 3
Sorry
months.
for you.
Alright.
I like to communicate.
Me like to communicate as well, but certain things suppose will not last beyond the 5 months. I'm going to dish out my whole of my life to you in a 3 months.
Right, but I wouldn't advise anybody to tell everybody everything about them in the first 3 months.
I wouldn't even put so much of a time to it. I think it really depends on how the connection and grow and everything. Because time can be relevant again. Because you can date somebody for 7 years and I still waste of your time.
Exactly.
Yeah, so.
So guys, we're up to the other question. How do you guys deal with or handle disagreements?
What's the boy? I don't even right through.
Like a
A joke. A joke here.
Alright, disagreements. Alright, I'm the kind of person like this. I am hard-headed, not in a bad way, no, but I'm not easily swayed. I'm not easily persuaded. So if you're going to come to me with something good, come to me with facts and show me the evidence so we can be convinced. Don't just say don't do this or do this because I'm thinking I'm going to run with it. You understand? Me strong-minded. Yeah, so even as my wife, so say for instance now,
Explain it.
yeah, you have to convince me. You have to convince me, yeah, because
You can't just tell him say A
So-
and B as C.
yeah, so I'm not saying that I won't listen to her because I do, but I'm just saying you can't just say to me say, Jerome, don't do this, and I say okay, I can't say it's like no. You have to come to me good.
You might be the kind
Persuade.
of person who have to learn from mistakes. So even if me tell him say, alright, don't go down this step because something might happen to you, some dog don't make no say. But who tell us say dog them much of it? The dog they alright.
No,
and
it
then they
depends,
go down
yeah.
there and the dog then bite him and me say, alright.
No, it depends. Depends. You see, if you give me a strong reason not to, then I will. But don't just say to me, say, don't go down the stairs. It's never go down there.
Me have to
Anyways.
go tell him say the dog get
Yeah.
have teeth and if this kind of dog and if this kind of dog because he might say no it's stronger than the dog. So he might say it's a pit bull with more muscular and if you hold on to you exactly. So you have to convince him say don't go down here because the dog.
Alright, so back to the question. How do we deal with disagreements? So there are times when I have an idea or a suggestion and I say, boy, I'm not thinking that work. I am going to build a little file and say, but look at it this way. What if we do it and this happened, that happened, that happened? And then when she said no, she's going to say, no, but what if this happened, this happened, this happened?
So me
don't
I carry
have-
my file and you carry his
Yeah.
file and then we go through the file.
Yeah, and then now me think say, boy, when she has said, see him more, even though I don't agree with her, I will just make her idea work. But if I can make your idea work, it necessarily mean that me totally don't
agree,
believe
you
mine, I'm
fully
agree. So in other words, I'm willing to compromise, I'm willing to let go and make your one run the show because
So like if my file come with probably 2 more pieces of evidence than his, we say, alright, we could go with your one this time.
Yeah.
And maybe next time we'll go with it.
yeah. We think they understand what we are saying?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I think with like maybe petty arguments like little foolishness like no are you a cook today? No are you a cook today kind of thing. Like you will more to do than me.
Yeah, because alright, so even like that one, and I call the food partner, we say, yo, me cook breakfast this morning, and dinner time, I say, boy, can I say, you cook dinner today, can I cook yesterday? And she asked,
My mouth all up.
yeah, more long like she know, and I say, be no, that's unfair. A year time to cook. And they said, but no, I cook tomorrow. I'm saying, no, I'm not cooking. I'm going to give her some time. I'm saying, she know make a move.
You want it up.
I said, okay, I'm going to do it because I want it with me. I'm not dead for you to please nobody. So I'm going to step
But
to the
him,
front.
while he will do it and he will just say, alright, cool, he won't do it and just get it done. When me see saying do it now, me gonna start feel bad. So me gonna make sure say tomorrow we jump up before him.
So you understand now. So when me go cook now, so she come around there. She say you vexed me. I say leave me alone. don't look my friend from me. And then now tomorrow now you see him get
Alright, since him did it, and
Get up early in the morning for me leave
so
at
we
5
just
o'clock.
cooking.
He's the part who say yeah man. But the thing about it is that we're not trying to make it be an argumentative thing. You understand? But
Because you know say him kinda stronger in that area. Him more willing in that area than
guys I don't like the kitchen.
It's not that I can't do it.
I didn't
it's
say
just
you can't.
like- No,
She-
them all perceive to me.
No man, but tell them you can cook good, and that's why sometimes when you know I cook me I go pressure you so much because I know you can. I'm gonna say that's a like kitchen.
You know, that's just not. Yeah,
So-
some people not like wash, some people not like iron.
So what would they do? I think in the beginning what would they do? They set a little schedule and say, okay, you do this a day, we do the edit and they start work. Then on the two should like in the kitchen jump off. I'm saying no, and I'm sure you can say no. If you cook one day, you use it one day like every day cooking. Yeah, that's what they time. That's what they time. But
So what you like do now?
What do I like? What do I like to do now?
So what you like, no what you don't like.
I don't really have preferences, but what do I like to do? I will clean the house. Yeah, I will clean the house.
All of the room them everything in a one view.
Yeah. Change the sheets, change the curtains, mop down, clean up everything. What else I like to do? I wash. Yeah. The kitchen.
So you know, like
I don't really like to go in the kitchen, honestly. Me we cooking now.
Something wrong with them, girl.
No, me we cooking now. But
We don't want to fear the kitchen, sir.
I'm not afraid of the kitchen, but just
What is this?
the cooking.
So how you deal with disagreement?
me.
Yeah.
Me kinda just let it go on.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah.
So she just nothing, just numb, just nothing. And then,
Unless it pile up on me and like my cup full, then we deal with it. But otherwise, me just let it go on.
So why you have to wait until it pile up on you before you
Cause me
can,
not like,
you know,
alright,
confront the issue?
me hate confrontation. That's my problem. Me not like confrontation. So if we can just make it go on, me go just make it go on. But if me feel like, hey, don't get it twisted, me I go confront a situation if it needs confronting. But me not go just run go confront every situation just because.
guys, learn this too. Kind of understand, I realize it's not just you, but other females have the same attitude. Like when they think that something is supposed to go this way, and as a man, they say, no man, it can't work the way you to man. You hear them now. Okay, anything you want to do, just do it. Anything you want,
That's
just
the
do
way
it.
I do then. You know me,
Not me here.
That's the way I do it.
I hate it.
Do you?
Anytime guys say to me, say, just do what you want to do. Me hate it. So like, so am I thing and a we thing, am I thing? But we don't have a thing plan out, just do it. I don't like it. So
But
anytime
if me I tell you one way, you come, you know, me volunteer me advice, you know, you come to me advice.
yeah, but I come to you
And
because
me
I
do it
want.
and then you tell me, say,
No, I want for
Me
you
go
to
do it,
challenge.
yeah.
I want for you to challenge my opinion. I don't just want you to just say something right
So
off your
argument,
head.
you look then, tell me challenge
No,
you.
but when they just give in and say, I'm just the way you want to do, can you do it anyway? It just cut me. I hate it. I just say like, seriously? I just about to do nothing. I'm say, okay, then I want to do this and I'm here then. Yeah, so I don't like it.
I don't like that picture.
Thanks, I love that.
No, don't say that because after me and you talk about
That's what
it,
I said. So
then-
after me bring it to you and talk to you, you feel like, say, boy, I'm
Oh yeah, make it
it.
look
Feel
like
we
say,
are
as you
gonna-
say.
No, man, no, as me say. No, don't get me wrong. As I say, but me just say, a part of how you deal with disagreement is that if me
Me not
Well,
like
to
go
it,
back and forth.
you
back and
just say,
forth.
okay,
So
do you want?
if you go forth and me go back, and then you go forth again and me go back. After that, alright, do you want to do? Me not go do the back and forth over.
And if you go do, if you should have said that to you, know, and you say, no, say this happened, though. You say, and it done. You say, you say,
Me need to listen to that. So you confrontation, huh?
bad people.
No.
Bad people, move.
That's so much sense. Yes, me like to get things done or out of the way. So if something bothers me, I'm going to speak about it. Me can't go just
slide.
make it slide and say,
Yeah, make it slide.
me have to talk about it. So if me see
Yeah,
an
that
issue,
take too much
if it's an
strength.
issue, no strength, man, because me feel like it will come back around
Go on,
again.
too.
Right. So if it is that we don't discuss it, you know, and find solutions that can work, then it's not gonna bring up a problem, because trust me, is either the arguments are gonna come back again and the person is either the person is not going to try to fix it or deal with the issues, so it's going to be a back and forth thing. So we might have issues throughout the relationship.
To me, we would have make it slide the first time, but if it come back up again, no, I go just make it one the first time.
I'm never dead fighting, can I deal with it? Yes.
So the next question is, what are some solutions that you can give young couples in relation to how they deal with disagreements?
Talk it out.
You want to
Talk it out.
Oh, talk it out. Yeah, I would say know each other. Know each other in the sense that you know when to deal with the situation and how to deal with the situation, because based on who the person is, you can't just use a one style to deal with every disagreement in every relationship. So the way that or the strategy that may work for myself and Kanisa may not necessarily work for you. Alright, for me personally, Kanisa don't do this, but I'm just telling you generally. For me personally, if we have a disagreement, I don't want for you to bring it in the public or to bring it in the presence of other person. If it's between me and you, make we deal with this. And I appreciate the fact that Kanisa understand that she never did that yet and I've never done
I
that to
mean,
her.
like confrontation.
Yeah, but so I'm saying this on a general scope. Don't say that the fact that this strategy work for X, Y, Z, it may work for you. Know the person. So I don't like that. So deal with the thing between both of you, and then you take it from there. So talk about it as a kind of suggest a while ago. And why I say need to know each other is that sometimes in the moment while the disagreement probably very hot, give it a break, and then perhaps the next couple of hours or probably the next day, not sure. How long the person take to really kind of calm down, then I say, guess what, we need to talk about this. But I would say to you, don't just behave as if the situation didn't happen and just sweep everything under the carpet and then make up sex and everything and you move on and forget it. No, it's going to come back to haunt you. You need to deal with the situation. So just set the time. Remember, so we need to talk about this. And I would say this to even men. Back then in the past, one of my strategy to do when I had disagreement, I'm never comfortable. I say to the person, say, okay, then, what are some of the things that I do that you don't like? Make them talk first, you understand? I make them done it. I mean, until I say your head bigger, your mouth longer, your head bigger and everything. I say, okay, thank you, and I'm going to work on those. So can I now share with you some of the disagreements or the things I don't like about you because you don't make them done, you know. So now you set the place for you to express yourself. And I'm not done it, but you really want to tell them this, but you give them the opportunity first to say all the negative. Because sometimes you just go to them and say, okay, we don't like about me. They might not really talk, but when you make them know, say, okay, I'm listening, I'm not going to be upset. Just tell me what you think. Be honest with me. And when them talk, nobody say, Jesus Christ, you really think about me? Just let them express themselves and you just smile and accept it. Some might be painful because sometimes you think say you're going about bag of things and I'm sure you're not going nothing, you might feel away. But just go and take it and absorb it. Relax and say, okay, now, I'm not saying this to hurt you, I'm not doing this to hurt you, and I hope the next person is not doing the same to hurt you either. But it's basically to help you both and to help the relationship. So now you don't express yourself, I'm going to share. These are 3 things that I don't like and don't blame the person. You have to learn to separate the problem from the person, right? So there's this particular behavior that you oftentimes practice. I don't like it. I know that you're a better person, and I know that you are this and you're that, but this particular thing you do sometimes and it kind of offend me. So don't make them feel like some boy they're a bad person and go, how is I do this? I don't like it, and no. And next thing too, no me have bungled up a lot of things. And next thing too, I think that we can use to deal or use as a solution for disagreement in a relationship is stop bringing up things from the past. That is why it is important for you not to leave things undealt. What word goes up? Or unsolved. Not say undealt with, but whatever. Don't leave situations unsolved or unresolved. Try to deal with them. So when this situation happened today, nobody say, yeah, I see him, man. Last week I that you do. And the week before I just take up and scroll.
Remember 7 years ago when we just started?
Yeah. Leave those things alone. It can hurt. And next thing again, when it comes on, you know, so I talk my own name, you understand?
When it comes
I think some of it are things that I would have experienced outside of this relationship too, and things that I would have learned along the way and I'm also interacting with people. Dealing with disagreement in relationship. Female need to learn that men oftentimes, have an ego problem. We're very delicate when it comes down to our self and our image as a male. So, say for instance, she's not lucky. It's just the reality. So when it comes down to certain sensitive issues, so for instance, probably a sexual issue or the man's ability to provide in the family, probably financially and so forth. But I go to the man's best friend and to the man's best friend say, yo, you need to talk to your friend because if boy not going with nothing, you know, and you boy worthless and not do that because you don't mash up the man. That's so, you understand?
How? Personally, feel like your friend can deal with that mean. You can your friend know what to say to get into from a male person.
I can talk for me.
Give him some advice as it relates to what the female is going through. Because sometimes we as a female we try to reach out to them regarding those aspects of things, but it seems as if you're not comprehending.
Maybe because a mate come from you're not accepting it, but if somebody else tell you,
me brothers, don't forgive me if I represent the proper not for me. I don't want my wife to tell my friend about if she have sexual problem, then no one tell my friend go tell my friend that she can tell me. No, brother. No. That him
But your
telling me.
friend must not use him head in if you make a note.
No.
Not make you know say your wife.
Me very private. Private, me can't private no more. Don't go to my friend with that. You understand? Go to my male friend and tell him that. Say, no, brother, no. Try to find a way to tell me if I'm right on paper and write in the house or something. I don't know. But don't do that. Don't tell my friend
But
that.
some man just know I hear it. No matter.
No, I want to hear it, and that's why I say in the conversation that I'm going to entertain it. I'm going to ask. So what do you think about it? You think me go and go? Let me know.
Yeah.
What me need to fix? What me
But
can
some
do?
people not stay so. All you tell them say, you know, say could I fix
No,
something little
man.
bit.
I know.
They know
Because some
why.
man believe say you might generate think about going to bag of
Yeah.
things and I'm going with nothing. Me I got ask. More you tell me, can more improve. You understand? No dunce, so we can learn. Me teachable, me learnable. So let me know. But don't tell my friend to come tell me them things.
And sometimes, in a them cases, sometimes maybe the female might think in that area, like in the communication area, the friend more mature in that area there, so the friend can deliver it a certain way when you can't do it. And when you will understand it and you're not going to do your friend feet. You might think say you and your friend have a different kind of bond. But you can talk about it and then you think about it than if you come together.
I'm very jealous. I know my wife and my friend have no sexual
I'm not really sexual. I just never
talk as
tell
relates
us
to
about
our
it now.
relationship or me.
Why
No,
not
I
her?
am going to. I don't know. I will. My ego will make me take offense to that kind of conversation.
So where the friend laugh after you?
Me don't laugh if you can't tell me about my friend that me laugh after him as much as
So
you.
don't judge it based on how you would have
Yes, I'm gonna be honest. I would talk to him, you know. Probably even go to you and say, oh, B, I rang somebody. I tell, don't tell me. Because I'm gonna laugh. Because I can laugh after him and say, no, brother, you're rough by you. Worse when you love hype up yourself with everything one like you go on a bag of things and then your woman go tell your friend, say, oh, no, brother. Tell me. Don't go tell my friend that I don't like it.
Alright, so for the men that cannot, that don't want to hear it from the woman, what you tell them the woman?
Alright, so the woman them out there where you're with this man that he not go with nothing sexually, right? And him just feel like him going a bag of things, so you want to pass that information to him. But him does not listen. Probably what I would do if I was in the woman's shoes, I would say to my woman friend, this, that. And then she creatively go to him and say, brother, you
So
just...
me if you tell my friend to go to him?
No, you're not telling to go to him, but I was telling her I want to go on and then, well, in a sense, but basically like, she go to the man and I say, okay then. You know, say,
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Me if you go tell listener.
alright, well, I'm
Say
going to
you
the phone.
no.
You can't go to be friend.
Me if you go tell listener say you not be good. If listener come tell you.
I was going to say that your friend could go to that man and basically say, what is sex like for you? What is your thought about sex? Did you know that there are there's this arena to sex? You know, so this can happen, that can happen, and this make a woman feel good and rated.
So listener would have come to you and try to open your mind.
Open your mind to it.
He ain't got things say I look listener look him.
Alright, so I'm
I'm
listening.
gonna take you date and try to look
So
him.
answer the
You're
question.
mad.
Alright, answer the question. Answer the question.
Everyone try to explore with him.
Alright, answer the question.
Finger things say, oh, so she want me know new things and
Alright, ask a question. Basically, explain to him, so sexually there needs to be some improvement. How do you reach out to that person and pass on that kind of information? I think if you're there trying to get through to him and let him know, say, okay, and I know you think that you're doing everything good and everything is nice.
why?
Yeah, I am still not feeling this way and I'm not satisfied. And I think if you do this, it will basically help things better. But I think the tone. Yeah, no man, I think the tone. No, I think the tone that you use to address such a conversation and the timing and how so probably when town have a nice moment, probably you can watch a show. I want a show where like
say,
that.
yeah,
I said, look at that. I said, you just kind of build up in mind. I said, my God, I like this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you kind of try to set the aroma and set the atmosphere to have such a conversation. I said, but we never tried that yet. Like, no man. What do you think about this? Because sometimes.
Suppose he said. Then I yesterday we do that. And you
Then
say,
now you say, yeah, we did something like that, and I'm not saying we didn't do it. You're not done him completely. So, but you realize say him do that and the little thing to it.
Yeah, you see,
So,
kind of
and him taking
HR
time. Yeah, so you kind of just not make him feel like say, boy, you want
in them
this.
do nothing.
So give him an effort, you understand?
Props.
Yeah, you do your thing, you know, but me just feel say if you understand,
Could have tried a little
yeah,
styling
man. Say,
with
yeah, go on, good enough, man. I mean, like, yeah, go out with them. But I think so we can turn up the thing a little bit more. You know, go with nothing, you know, but just tell him I'm going something.
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm just face it, you know, and he say, oh, that means I'm not worthless, man. What is with you? But, make it, you know, you just make him feel good about himself. And you just say, I improvement to your focus, but make things better. I think it's just how you approach the situation and how you speak to them.
But you're so ignorant, man. I just don't want to hear it.
So I'm saying how you tell them. I feel that there's a way to reach out to them.
Understand you. What if you and your partner is on you guys are on two different levels?
Alright, our next thing, and we can speak this to, and one thing that I have learned, I may not be the chatty person who comes on to sex and everything. I'm just reserve and keep myself to myself. I'm a private. As it relates to sex, I'm not dumb, and thank God for JTS where that is concerned. Thank God for Dr. Angela Words. She taught us human sexuality, and it was doing while I was doing that course, I would have learned a lot of things about the female anatomy. I know that it's a very intricate aspect or place of the woman's body, and I think that's something that a lot of women and families need to do. Is basically educate. So I think where men are concerned, a lot of them don't really need education because for them just believe so boy.
Just take it from the song then.
Yeah. So this hardcore jam business like you're idiot, that makes sense. And you're gonna mash her up. So when you mash her up, you're gonna mash up too. Yeah, and that's not fun. You understand? That's not pleasure. So enough of them is just that they were taught before, but they really need to they need to unlearn some things and learn again. So their concept of what boss man look like, not idiot when if you wake up. So I think female, some of them want to have sense neither, they need to learn likewise. So I think what needs to happen then, if you have the man where you say ignorant in that era, teach him. We need to invite him to some seminars where them talk about sexuality and all these things. Well, if them don't go, you need to teach them. I mean, they know say yeah, they say yes so, yes so name yes so, they say name this so. They nerved up, so I want to do this.
Yeah, but I don't know what they whenever want to look funny.
Why look on us, dog? Well, I think the best help for them is education. I have to unlearn something. I learn
Some
again.
man then I look. You know,
Why, Papa?
feel till I find and go in and do them and want to leave.
Well, they need teaching because the concept that the society push out there is a big facade.
A lot of persons are running with this concept.
Yeah, because they feel so.
Especially young boys.
It's really hard to get them back and so that they can have a good understanding of how to please their spouse or the woman. It's hard, brother.
So how would you tell your alright, so we're never together and married and all these things, how would you tell your partner so she not go on money?
Alright, as I said before, I make sure she knows it, but I tell her she not go with them. I tell her, say, yeah, go out that thing about my thing, say, we can turn up things a little notch, and I'm not just going to say it and leave it at that. And that's what we do wrong a lot of times. We need to make suggestions. So I think if you do this, or we could try this. So you know, talk like you know it's going to work. You just say, you know what, we could try this and see what happens. And if it's a good one, they too will enjoy it, and as such, it will be basically something to subscribe to now and start try the 1 year. So go to the relationship, don't just tell them to them not nothing. So tell them, so we try something, I got a bag of things, but we still try something new. I want to try it and explore it and it's nice. You add that to the collectives or to the archive and then you move on and you go and add things to it.
Suppose you suggest say make a start to partner, like we tried a little something here new, and then the person did already try that in a previous relationship and then they like it. And them, so now when they come in on this, their mind totally closed off and it no, me not do that none at all because the boy before never go to these seminars.
I think you might have to just convince them, say, you know what? Probably why I say to them, say, why you never like it? Because sometimes we say we don't like a thing, but we don't necessarily know why is it that we didn't like it. So probably you can say to them, say, why you never like it? You just don't like it. Normally you have to give me a reason why you didn't like it. I say, guess what? I know somebody, you have to learn to tell probably sometimes, I don't go so. You say, I know about somebody who say they didn't like it and because of so and so. And after them try it again, that's the problem, you know, so. Take out the variable or change the variable, you might like it. So make we give it a try. If you don't like it when we do it, then we
We
just
not.
we not have to do it again, but make we just give it a try.
But suppose if somebody have a bad experience and they like, no, I'm afraid, I can't do it.
Well, then they try the position and then broke me hand and then foot already then. You know I'm gonna be afraid too. So don't do it. Don't go to the dutchie. Don't do it. So if you're gonna bring back memories and traumatize it, then probably have to leave it, find something else. There's a lot of position out there. I'd say to you make your own. You understand? Like last night me and Sonny saw one named Glory. So
Oh, Glory go.
what Glory got again, sister?
I don't remember.
Listen,
I don't remember.
listen, I said the one named Glory. I didn't know it's a position named Glory. So I think people just need to be confident with themselves, their bodies, and be creative, explore life, and fool the world. Yeah.
Is it?